Hello everyone, I'm Major Jip, and today I'm going to be taking a look at what might happen if you buy something for very cheap on eBay. Pretty much. Yeah, I kind of wanted to document this anyway, figured I'd make a video about it. It's sort of an impromptu thing. So there was a computer shipped in this box. Now as you can see, this box has nothing but a couple air-filled pillows, some paper, and it also had this single spacer that was underneath the side of the computer. And that's how it shipped. Just in this big box where everything was just loose. And I knew I was in trouble when I opened this box. And the first thing I see is the side cover off. Because it got bent up so much, the side cover got knocked off of it. I guess we should see the computer now. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, here's the computer that came out of that box. Now, as you might not be able to notice at this angle, you probably can, this computer has a serious case of the bends. Look at this. Yeah. That is not supposed to be looking like that. And it also, on the back panel, is all sort of misshapen and stuff. Now, this doesn't bother me too much because I could pull it all apart and probably get the case back into shape. But the main problem, I wasn't supplied with this cover here that actually locks down all the PCI slots. That's disappointing. Though you might be able to see, there is some pretty beefy RAM, and we'll have to pull that out in a second. And it's a pretty generic. Oh, it also, this computer's a mess up front. Inside here is not bad, but yeah, it looks like someone spilled coffee on it. Perfect. But guess we'll have to start tearing it down, seeing what joys this has in it. This might end up being handheld camera. Be the easiest method to do this. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to try and keep the shakiness down to a minimum. Let's see what we have in here. That's probably the original Dell hard drive. If you can see down there, that is some beefy looking RAM. This has definitely been upgraded, which is a good thing. Honestly, this RAM's probably worth about what I paid for the computer anyway. Yeah, 1 gig RAM, 800 megahertz, and it has this humongous heatsink for some reason. Now I wonder what the difference is between this RAM and this one, which is the other stuff that I usually tend to have on hand. No, this one's dual path. Okay. I'll roll with it. Yeah. Now my original intention with this computer was to use the case, and you might be able to see over there, I have a brand new motherboard that I picked up for some reason at one point that would fit into this case, no problem. It's made for the Inspiron 530s. And I also had this RAM laying around, which I guess I'm not going to need because I have this, which is probably going to be about the same performance. Best Tech power supply, that is bad one right there. And yeah, that processor heatsink is completely disgusting. Other than that, I mean, it's not too bad on the inside. But, yeah, the case is destroyed. Let's get the front cover off. Let's see what's under that. Not as bad as I was expecting. And not good, but that's not sticky at least. And okay, no, that isn't a firewire port, it's just a open space. I'm gonna have to attach this thing up and see if it does anything, aren't I? I'm probably gonna pull the motherboard out first. I don't trust that that's not shorting on anything. Well, it's probably gonna be fine. I'm certainly not going to be able to put any PCI cards in it, though. Oh, just one more thing that I found funny. Look at that. Thank you for choosing Dell Outlet. So I guess this was bought as a closeout sort of thing. That's what I would figure. If I didn't mention it before, this is an Inspiron 530 with the Intel motherboard, because Intel is a 530, the 531 is a AMD-based machine, which I actually have one of them too, which doesn't look like this. Pretty much. That hard drive's missing a screw. I wonder if that is the original one. Let me go get a screwdriver. Alright, moment of truth. I've taken off the cables, unscrewed the 3 screws left on it. Let's see what hard drive this thing has on it. In it. Focus? There we go. Hitachi Death Star 7200 RPM, 250 gig, 3 gigabits per second. That might have been the original drive. These either shipped with 250 or 500 gig hard drives, if I remember correctly. So it could be the original, could be an old one that he had laying around and threw into the computer. Either way, doesn't really matter. I have tons of hard drives. But, I guess that's pretty much it for right now. At one point I'm going to hook this up to a monitor and see what I can get it to do. But as for right now, I think I'm just kind of going to leave it at that. So, thanks for watching. Any questions, comments, or whatnot, feel free to leave them. Thanks for watching. Major Jip, signing out.